Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to what Global Vision likes to call Some Great News. And this is our third episode. Joining with you live today from Gatineau, Quebec, I'm Amy Giroux, and I'm the Director of Global Vision Junior Team Canada. Well, you've seen from our first episode, we took you to the East Coast to hear what our young ambassadors were doing to help the challenge of food security at these trying times of the COVID virus. Last episode, we were with Dr. Kyle McDonald in New York City, where we're learning firsthand about how he and his team is managing the epicenter of what the virus has become. And now today, we'd like to take you to the west coast of Canada. And joining me live now is Noah Wong, Junior Team Canada Ambassador from British Columbia. Good afternoon, Noah.
Good afternoon, Amy. So here on the West Coast, people have found a unique way to say thank you to our healthcare workers for everything that they're doing. Inspired by cities around the world, on March 20th at 7 p.m., Rory Richards stood on the balcony of her apartment, clapping and cheering to thank the hospital workers on the front lines for all that they're doing. Now, over a month later, every day at 7 p.m., Rory's actions have inspired the whole city. So no matter where you are, from the suburbs to the downtown core, you'll hear people clapping, cheering, banging their pots and pans, and even playing musical instruments to thank our frontline workers. For those of you who are wondering, 7 p.m. is not just a random time, but it is the time when most doctors and nurses in Vancouver are changing shifts. Even today, the police and fire departments have gotten in on the action, and it's not uncommon to hear sirens wailing at 7 p.m. as our first responders drive past hospitals to thank our frontline workers.
This is such great news. Now, do you have any advice for how other young Canadians can emulate this model and take this movement across the country?
Yeah, for sure. Just make sure to share on social media your actions, share your support, show people that you're supporting our healthcare workers, and even just don't be afraid to stand outside your house. You might look a little weird at first, but this is a movement that is going to catch on and everyone's going to be supportive.
Well, thank you for being that change maker and joining us today, Noah. I wish your family to stay safe, strong, and healthy. And we look forward to having you join us back at some great news sometime soon.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So now if we could take it to our sports and birthday desk, joining us is our Calgary correspondent, Junior Team Canada Ambassador, Michael Badass.
So today, as you know, we are in some great news and we're in a rather trying time for the sports world. We don't have too much sports to report on. However, people are getting quite innovative. What I'd like to say is that these days, the ways that hockey, for example, is being carried out is in a very innovative, homegrown way. Floor hockey and knee hockey tournaments have been held all around the world and all across the country. So it's safe to say the Stanley Cup will be carried and held high in many households this June. And now moving on to our special birthday segment, we have a few GV ambassadors who are celebrating birthdays today. So we'd like to give a special shout out to Daryl Stratton, Nicole Zhao, and Amelia Callion. Happy birthday from all of us, Global Vision.
Absolutely. Big happy birthdays to all of our friends from across the country. Now I'd like to take it to Mr. Terry Clifford, President and founder of Global Vision and my number one dad. Hi, Dad.
Thanks, Amy, and thanks again to the crew for making some great news happen again. It's wonderful, but it's even better when I see another Canadian, another young Canadian making a difference. Noah, wonderful story, and I wonder, would you pick that as your top highlight of being a Junior Team Canada ambassador? What would be a highlight you would pick and you'd like to tell our viewers about in your role as an ambassador for Canada, for Junior Team Canada? Thanks, Noah.
I think one of my highlights would definitely be, well, first of all, my mission to Southeast Asia last year. I think a specific memory I have of that is having the opportunity to go to the embassies of Canada and Singapore and Malaysia and getting the opportunity to speak with our trade commissioners there. I think it just definitely having the opportunity to speak with someone who normally interacts with adults and businesses as a young person was really inspiring to me, and I guess made me realize how many opportunities there are out there, even for young people with Global Vision.
Thanks, Noah. And that's exactly why I started the program 30 years ago, was for young people to resonate that kind of reaction. So I really appreciate that. Amy, let's get lots more of it. Over to you now.
Well, thanks, Dad. That's really leads into my final segment of today's show, which is letting all of young Canadians know across the country that we are here for you, right? Although right now we aren't able to see each other in the person, we are here online and being able to share with you and to support you, to continue to get that leadership and entrepreneurship skills that you need to become today's global leaders. So today I'm very excited to bring this such great news to you that our 2 current programs have been extended by the Government of Canada. So there are going to be more opportunities for you to get involved and get engaged and make a difference. So follow us on our website, and the news will be up shortly about how you too can get involved and wear a red shirt. So I'd like to thank all of our guests today for coming out and sharing such great news with us. And a big shout out to John Kaczynski, who we look forward to seeing our 2 shows playing together sometime soon, as we are neighbors of the South. And stay tuned and watch us live, because episode 4 will be featuring Mahesh Yuttachandy, a JTC ambassador from our very beginning years in 1991. He will be joining us live from Washington, D.C. from the World Bank. In the meantime, everyone, stay safe, strong, and healthy. We're reporting live from Some Great News.